donation to my ability, which I just want to hand over in presence of the Dean and our HOD. And I appreciate all the teachers' efforts. And really, they have not been as a teacher to me. They have been a mentor, my friend. And there are two influential people in my life. Just I want to make an explicit note of that, which I will give in my speech. But just I'll hand over these two things, then I will start my speech because it may prolong. So I'll just finish off this one. Okay? Right.
On behalf of the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, I thank Engineer Stalin for his contribution of normally this type of benevolence was shown by chemical engineers. In our faculty, whenever the chemical engineer, alumni of chemical engineering give something to the faculty, they used to give something exclusively for the department also. So now one of the alumni of E&I has donated for his department. I am very happy, and I thank him on behalf of the university and on behalf of the faculty. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all of the dignitaries honored on the dais. Prostrating to the Divine Almighty, and it's my proud privilege that I am given the opportunity for the inaugural addressing. And first of all, my humble and earnest thanks to the Dean Faculty of Engineering and Faculty, Dr. C. Anthony Jaisagar sir, and to the chief guest address given by Dr. D.SivaKumar sir, the professor and head of the Department of E&I, and to all the office leaders. I thank all of that, and before that, and in addition to that, I thank all of my beloved teachers for mentoring me and to groom me to this position. I thank them in my word. I'm not an eloquent poet as said you earlier. ஆசிரியர் பணியே அறப்பணி அதற்கு நீ அர்ப்பணி. They have dedicated their entire life in teaching. That itself needs and compassion, that itself needs an enormous passion. So I appreciate all of them. And to all my young fellow students who are who should be the young leaders to mold not only to this society, and your contribution is really needed for this country as well. And before going to my main part of the speech, I have got two messages. One is for all of you, and another one is especially my sincere request to Dean faculty, which I will address. I just put him in his ears about the vital information, but I will give in this text as well. And as I've said that this particular small part of my donation, I dedicate this in honoring my two influential person in life. I don't know where these two people are seated, but it's not only limited to them, but to all those who have helped me a lot, because I was in very difficult and challenging circumstances when I was studying in 2001. I came with no hope to Chidambaram. With Almighty and with good people, hope, I have raised up and I have got educated. So I respect my teachers, and the two people is that one is S. Mayappan, our associate professor in electronics department. Hats off to you. And another gentleman is I. Tirumurugan. Though I have requested, but due to his personal reasons, he could not attend this function. I honor all my donations in their name, and let this be very fruitful and useful for the students of our department. But though I used to say them, you have did a lot, sir, I'm good now, I used to say them. These two gentlemen often say me that, nothing, I did nothing. The seed has got the potent. I know that the seed has got the potent. It will grow up one day, I know. I did nothing. But I have not replied to them, though I have expressed my thanks alone, but now I reply. The seed to grow, it needs water and nutrition that they have provided. That's my kind reply to them. Right, so anyway, this great regards will be always there in my life. And all of the teachers while I'm studying, they have been so kind and they have been so friendly to interact in technical aspect, in personal aspect, everything. So these are the great factors which our instrumentation department has got. I request all of our students to make use of our teachers who has got a rich and enormous experience. With them only, as our Dr. Sivakumar said, our alumni are in very good key positions in different parts of the country. Yes, it's true. Our alumni are at very high heights. Ekagova medalist, the head is 1983 batch. Srinivasan, one person, and he is the complete head for Middle East. I've met him. Somehow I got connected because I've gone for a meeting with Tekavo when I was in Gulf Automations. Fortunately, I got connected with him and he referred Ravivandan name. Then I get connected. Then he said that I'm alumni of that university. That's why. Okay, anyway, I will be addressing that one. A mentor-mentee programship should be there, which we have to practice as a part of the culture, and our own alumni should get connected with the present and the past students of the university. That should happen as a culture, and you can get the guidance from our senior teachers. They will be definitely supportful for you. And at this moment, I just want to recite one of our greatest poets' word. I should have told this quite earlier, but I will tell you now, as it comes to my mind at this moment. அன்னசத்திரம் 1000 வைத்தல், ஆலயங்கள் 16,000 நாட்டல், அன்னையாவினும் புண்ணியம் கோடி ஆங்கூர் ஏழைக்கு எழுத்தறிவித்தல். This is the great words of Mahakavi Bharatiyar. He is a marvelous poet who has spoken in a very difficult time India was. He spoke the richness of the country, he spoke the richness of life in poverty. He said that building food stalls, just catch my words, building food stalls or creating food stalls, thousands, feeding the poor, no matter about that. Building thousands and thousands of temples of faith. அறிவு மனம் கவலும் ஆலயங்கள் அற்று போய் 1000 தெய்வங்கள் உறங்கும் கோயில்களை கண்டுவிட்டான். I don't touch upon that revolutionary sentence by some revolutionist, but I'm still a spiritual and I'm a spiritual man and I have belief in God. So I don't touch that revolution part, but the importance of education. He said that even if you miss to service your parents, crores of punya karma will reach you if you educate one unprivileged child. That generousness and that character is basically in our university teachers and everybody. So I just want to recite at this moment that particular poet's word to make you understand. But as you see, now we are to the poet's word. Now many places we can see free food in the name of socialism, in the name of making their own propaganda to reach their name. But that doesn't solve the purpose or that doesn't solve the problems of this nation. We need education. 70 plus years this country has crossed, but we couldn't achieve 100% of education. Education is very, very important and vital tool which China is head of India 20 years, because in China they have made literacy till they have just closely achieved to 99%. That's the level of literacy China has achieved. And just I would like to add one point. The measure in the level of literacy that China is measuring, that they have 1,000 criteria. 1,000 criteria means 1,000 questions. You just need not to have a regular school or a curriculum to tell you as educated. In language, you should have some proficiency, basic proficiency in mathematics, in science, in basic common sense. These are the measure they do in measuring a literate. But in India, degree or something you educate, then we term as a literate. But that doesn't serve as a meaning. A pathetic situation when I interact with a trust called Asha Foundation. Asha meaning in Sanskrit hope. I got a feedback. I used to do some donation to that foundation. One person, the chairperson, used to say that, see, though the student has got a good education in private schools or this one, a simple thing, a mathematical simple question they were unable to solve. 1/2 plus 1/3 is equal to, he's puzzled. He couldn't reply to that very simple thing. I have a pen. It's present tense. What's the past tense? He's got stuck up. Then what's the meaning in having education? So the education should be not just by mug-upping or just for securing mark. It should not be like that. Concept-based, learning-based education should be there. Say for example, our 2 friends are there. I am just teaching. I am just telling them, swimming, you have to shake your hands and everything. Does he learn? No, learning is different. If you push him in the water, he should come out. That's learning. That attentiveness and that curiosity students should develop. Right? And I have 2 profound messages. I will just start with a few words which our Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the People's President, has said. India is a land, we all know that India is a very old, cultural, civilized land with many excellent religions, philosophers born in this land. And our main backbone of economy is agriculture. 180 million hectares of arable land is in India, whereas the great power USA has got hardly 118 landscapes of arable land, and coming back to the Celestial Empire, Russia has got 90, and China has got 95 acres of land. But still, though we are possessing the arable land or cultivatable land in a very rich place, we still face with poverty because of maladministration and lack of governance. These are certain factors. This question was asked by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam in his Vision 2020 book. How a nation with a 300 million population during the 20th century, beginning I'm telling you, 30 கோடி முகமுடைய யார் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு பாரதியார் சொல்லியிருப்பார் அந்த டைம்ல. அவ்வளவு பெரிய ஒரு மாஸ் ஸ்ட்ரென்த் வச்சிருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு நேஷன், இவ்வளவு பீப்புள் வச்சிருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு நேஷன், எப்படி ஒரு எம்பையர் கிட்ட 1:100 என்ற ஒரு எம்பையர் கூட இம்பீரியல் பிரிட்டிஷ் எம்பையர் கூட ஃபாலோ ஆச்சு? He stated the 5 reasons, but I'm worried about still 1 or 2 reasons are still applicable in this independent India as well, which we have to correct it as students. That's one. He said lack of sense of retaliation, poor discipline, very poor discipline, accepting outsiders easily and inhibiting our own guys. We welcome foreigners. Athithi deva bhavu. உலகத்தில் இருக்கவங்க எல்லாம் வாங்க வாட வாங்க. Rent seeking philosophy, which Mughals has introduced. And another thing is that much more adherence to power and hierarchy, preferring personal safety over adventure. Yes, lifelong I like to remain as a slave. I don't protest or I don't demonstrate. That habit was there more than 200 years. Some great guys like Gandhi, Gopalakrishna Gokhale, Bharatiyar, and lot of people has came to enlighten these people, because we have been in darkness. That is the sentence he made, Abdul Kalam has made in his book Vision 20. These 5 things he has said, but we should get aware by the time now to achieve that greatest man vision. Lack of, he said that very poor discipline. Any protest or anything, we want to break the public property, anything. It's all your tax money.